Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about the spring patch and about how it's sort of messed up the flow of Battlefield 4 right now, at least for me and a lot of other players that have played this game recently. Just a couple heads up, I'm sorry about the mic quality. I'm using a computer microphone right now that's on the computer. It's like not a separate microphone, so it may sound a bit tinny, like a lot tinny, but whatever. So talking about the spring patch, the shotguns, there's a reason why I run the mass now. I've been running it for about a month, and it's just so good. I haven't used any other shotgun except the mass. When I do use a shotgun, in lockers or in close quarter situations, I've leveled up to the I think Saiga 12K. I have no idea. I don't use shotguns, but when I do, I use the mass. And they're so OP. You can put a modified choke on them, and it gives you basically the range of a full choke, and it's crazy. You can melt people out of nowhere, just randomly. And when you're playing lockers, shotguns are the new cancer of Battlefield. They're way too overpowered. Their range is crazy. I mean, I would understand if it was a pump action shotgun, because you should get rewarded with your kill. Using a pump action shotgun, if you miss one time, you're gonna die if you're going up someone against with like a full auto weapon. But these auto shotguns that are semi-auto have the same exact range as a one-shot kill range as a pump action shotgun, and it's really annoying. And if you want to be competitive at all and get somewhat of a good score without being super sweaty and just dripping in the lobby, it's so hard to not use a shotgun. Because in lockers, or let's say Dawnbreaker, if you're using a shotgun, you're good. You're gonna go 20 and 5, 40 and 10. Like, you're gonna do good, so long as you don't go out in the open. They're just the shotguns. They need to tone back the auto shotguns a little bit, make it so it's like maybe a 5-meter one-shot kill. And they need to, and the darts are not working either. The flechette darts in the shotguns, they're terrible. It's too OP, even with the mass. And the weird thing is that the slugs, they haven't gotten changed at all. They're still not that good in any shotgun except like the M40 or whatever, the Benelli semi-auto one the first one that you unlock. The second one I wanted to touch on was the grips that they made the change with, all the grips and stuff. Basically now, I don't run grips. I run a muzzle brake or a comp. The comp is the best choice because you can control vertical recoil, you can't control side to side, and the compensator controls side to side. So the comp is just, when you put it on, you're good. The grip is just handicapping you. Anyone who uses a grip is dumb. So you guys, DICE, doubtful that any DICE employees will ever see this, but if they do, they should change it back to how it was post spring patch, how the grips were actually beneficial, but the stubby it's not useful anymore. There's no reason to get a stubby put on your gun, or a ergo. I mean, you can just slap a compensator on there and you can still strafe and everything, and just wreck. You can just Shrek on people. It's crazy. You might see my gameplay a couple times where I'm just strafing left and right, and I have a muzzle brake or a comp on here, and I'm just see, this kid killed me with a shotgun, the 12 gauge. He took like a couple shots at me, and there's a bit of packet loss, you could tell, because I wasn't taking damage, and then he just basically took it all in one hit and killed me. But whatever. Yeah, so they need to change the grips back to how they were, so that if you use a muzzle brake and a grip, it gives you a lot of accuracy, but you get stuck with the decreased hip fire accuracy, and the spread times increased when you put a grip on. So if you tap fire, that's not a good tactic anymore. You can't really tap fire with the grip. That's why I don't use grips, because I tap fire when it's at medium to long range. I get a lot of tap fire kills. And then another thing I wanted to touch on was the Enfield is essentially the same gun as the fuck, I forgot. It's the H&K M416. The L85A2 is the same exact gun as the M416, but it's worse. It has worse stability, worse hip fire, which is weird because the L85 is a bullpup, so it should have better hip fire, right? Nope, doesn't have a better hip fire. And the H&K has better hip fire, stability, and range. So there's no point in using the gun that I'm using in the video because it's just not good. I mean, your hip fire is good, but the reload time is horrible. It takes forever to reload, and you could just use an M416 and reload in like a second and be back in the firefight just pooping on you. Like, there's no way they can compete with you. So it's really hard to use variety. Have variety in this game. Shotgun, M416, or Ace. That's all you use. And they nerf the spread time on the high rate of fire guns so much that you can't really use them. You can't really use the AEK more than like 20 or 40 meters. At least on console. I guess on PC you can because you have the mouse, so you can sort of help yourself. But on console, it's not viable. You can just use a shotgun or the M416 or the Ace. It's back to Battlefield 3 stuff where everyone runs medic, except in lockers because people want to run support with their ammo. But every other map, everyone's medic, so no vehicles get taken out. Nothing happens. Tanks just run around wildly. So it's beneficial for your team if you have a tank, but it gets so boring just having your team's getting wrecked. Your tickets are bleeding constantly. So yeah, that was my little rant on the spring patch. They should really change it back to how it was, but tweak a little bit more things with the spread of some guns, like the low rate of fire guns. Yeah. So subscribe if you want more, and continue watching the gameplay because it's a pretty good. I have no idea what I go, but it's lockers, so it's always fun. In the meantime, see you later.
Вот тебе метка!